In this video, we're gonna go over how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in the next 7 days or less, because you need to understand something. Right now, it is easier than ever before to grow on YouTube. If you're a small YouTube channel, it is easier to get subscribers right now than it was 6 months ago, 12 months ago, and definitely than it was 3 years ago. And that is because the way that YouTube is operating has completely changed, and it's actually favoring small creators over big creators right now. Now, that being said, if you skip just one part of this video, it's going to be the reason that you failed to gain subscribers on YouTube. In fact, I just helped this creator gain 25,000 subscribers in just a week. This creator, 20,000, and this creator, over 10,000 subscribers in just a week. And the only difference between where you are right now and where they are is the simple fact that they implemented the 4 steps that I'm about to share with you in this program. Now, before I dive into them, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, I literally upload a video about how to grow on these platforms every single day. In addition to that, I created a free YouTube growth course. It's going to share with you things like the best time to post right now and the best hashtags to use in your titles to ensure that you go viral on YouTube, which unfortunately, I'm not gonna have time to share with you in this video, so please go to the link in the pinned comment below and get into that. Again, it is 100% free. Now, step number 1 is making sure that you're actually posting the right content on YouTube. If you want to get 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, whether you're a big channel that has fallen off, or you're a small channel, or you're somebody that has just never been on YouTube before, you need to be posting YouTube Shorts. I cannot emphasize this enough. The reason being is that there is a huge supply and demand issue when it comes to YouTube Shorts, and I'm going to share with you exactly how you can find out what you should be creating shorts about for your specific niche in just a second. But for right now, you need to understand YouTube Shorts has way more demand of content than it has supply. So what does that mean? YouTube Shorts show up everywhere that long form content shows up, and they have their own Shorts feed. You can even watch Shorts on a desktop now. This is absolutely huge. This doesn't happen that often, where an app literally rebrands itself and starts pushing out a whole new type of content, which is why you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of YouTube, especially if you are in a crowded niche or you're in a niche where there aren't that many people. This is what makes this opportunity so great, because the big people in the niche are going to ignore this, and it is your opportunity to be able to make good content that's shorts related. And that is not only going to get you more views and more subscribers, but it will also allow you to become a full-time YouTuber in the future, because your shorts viewers do actually turn into long-form content viewers if you want to create long-form content, but you don't have to do that, because I'm about to share with you the 2 types of content that you could be creating with shorts that allow you to go viral, allow you to get views forever, and ultimately are going to allow you to get your brand out there so that you can make more money from YouTube. Now, the 2 types of content you'll be creating are 1, content that gets recommended, and 2, content that's going to get searched. Now, you're probably wondering, Rob, why would I create search content for shorts? The reason that you're going to want to do that is because now if you're on the YouTube app, which by the way, the majority of people that view YouTube actually view YouTube from the YouTube app. So this is a huge opportunity here. When you search for something on the YouTube app now, they're going to default to showing you shorts results. You heard that right. They're not showing long form videos anymore. They show shorts, and then they give you the option to toggle between long form content and shorts. But even if you toggle to long form content, there's still a shorts bar right above everything. So you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of search content within your niche. Now, yes, search content doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go viral, but what it does mean is that you're actually going to reach the right audience. You're going to establish a relationship with the YouTube algorithm that says, hey, you create XYZ content and there's an audience for that. The second thing that it does is allows you to make recommendations-based content. What do I mean by this? I'm going to dive into it in just a second, but for right now, you need to understand the 2 different types of content. Recommendations-based content, which allows you to basically go viral, and search-based content, which is going to allow you to get views 24/7 as people search for very popular things in your niche. Now, you're probably wondering, Rob, where on earth am I going to be finding this content? And there are essentially 2 different places that you could be finding it. When it comes to recommendations-based content, you want to look at all the creators in your niche. You want to look at their most recent posts from the last 14 days, and you want to see what posts of theirs did very well. A huge mistake that so many small YouTubers make is they'll go and look at YouTube channels, and they'll filter by most views, and then they'll try to replicate those videos. But what they don't understand are 2 things. 1, a lot of those videos were actually search videos that have just had 5 years to be able to accumulate a lot of views. Those aren't videos that went viral. Those are videos that got a couple thousand views every single day for years, which ultimately compounded into hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views, and in some cases, tens of millions of views. The second thing is that one of those videos might have been something that was trending for a period of time, or something that was newsworthy for a period of time. So it got recommended by the YouTube algorithm, and it doesn't actually give a good representation to something that is working within your niche right now, which is why you need to look at the last 14 days. You want to look at the last 14 days, see what type of titles were working, what type of topics, shorts were working, how they edit their content, and what they're doing with their thumbnails. I get so many comments on my videos that say, Rob, we can't choose thumbnails on shorts. Well, you're completely wrong, because you can choose what frame they're actually going to put in the thumbnail. If you look at any big creator, you'll see that they're very consciously creating their videos so that YouTube pulls out a certain frame and then uses that as a thumbnail. You can do this same exact thing in your content. If you're confused about that, comment below and I will make a full-length video about how you can actually do this, because I'm telling you, your click-through rate is not good enough if you are not making the right content that allows you to create the right thumbnail, which ultimately is going to get you more views on search. Now, the second type of content, and you're probably wondering where you can find it, is search-related content. There are essentially two ways for you to find search-related content. One, you could do a search for something in your niche. Two, you could use a tool that's going to allow you to do that. When it comes to search-based content, it is going to be competition-based. So what do I mean by this? You already know what kind of content you need to be creating. You need to be creating shorts. You know the two types of content that you need to be creating. And now we need to actually dive into the strategy that I recommend that you employ when you're trying to implement this in your content so that you could gain 1,000 subscribers in just 7 days. But more importantly, set yourself up to be able to get 1,000 subscribers every week or even every day for the rest of your life. And the way that you're going to be able to do that is essentially by recreating this 3-step process over and over and over and over again. You're going to create a YouTube Shorts. It's either going to be recommendations based or it's going to be search based. In the beginning, I recommend you do things that are search based. Now you need to make sure that the content that you're creating has two things that are better than all your competition. One, the actual video needs to be better than your competition. This doesn't mean that you need to spend millions of dollars creating the video or that you need to spend your whole entire life creating and obsessing over this video. It doesn't mean either of those things. It can simply mean that if they say their information in 60 seconds, you say it in 45 seconds. If their information was all over the place, you make it more concise. That's exactly what I did within my niche. I broke into an incredibly crowded niche. How to grow on TikTok, how to grow on Instagram, how to grow on YouTube, and I'm growing the quickest in this niche right now simply because I'm consolidating things and I'm saying things with conviction, and you can do the same exact thing in your niche. Trust me. There's so many people out there. They might just like you because of your race. They might just like you because of how you look. It might be the accent that you have, the way that you talk. Just because your niche is crowded, it doesn't mean that you can't break into it, so please do not use that as an excuse. So now that you know what you actually need to be creating, how you need to be creating it, the third thing that you need to do is pay attention like a hawk to the amount of watch time that you're receiving, because the only reason that you're not going to get views right now is one of two reasons. Either one, the topic of your video sucked, which should be covered since we're going to be recreating topics that clearly already work within your niche, or your watch time wasn't good enough, and that's fine. If your watch time isn't good enough, that doesn't mean that you need to stop creating YouTube content or that you're terrible at creating YouTube content. It simply means that you need to implement some editing tricks. You need to get rid of all the dead air. You need to have a better hook in your content. You need to rehook people every 3 to 5 seconds. There needs to be a background change. You could be adding text in there. And these are things that you can actually get better at. Now, the good news for you, especially shorts creators and short form creators right now, when I create a long form video, it is literally a huge process to be able to do that. I have to script the video, I have to research the video, I have to record the video, and then somebody has to spend 8 to 10 hours editing it, and then we put it out, and then we have to repeat that process. It literally takes a day to create one of these videos, a day with working hours. Now that being said, with shorts, you could put out 2, 3, 4. Some creators put out 8 pieces of content in a day. These aren't highly produced pieces of content. These aren't highly scripted. You're simply putting something out there and you could get feedback so much quicker. This means 2 things. 1, you're able to put out way more content and get way better at actually creating content. 2, you're actually able to see what editing tricks work, what titles work, and how you can actually improve your content way quicker. So now that we have all those steps down pat, we need to get to the most important one, which is doubling down when it works. So many small creators on YouTube, I see this over and over again. Something works and then they don't recreate that video. They don't recreate that title structure. They don't even talk about the same topic again, and that is why you're failing to grow on YouTube right now. That being said, if you want to get guaranteed subscribers on YouTube, like all the examples that I share with you in this video, then please keep watching this video because I'm going to share with you exactly how we can work together, where I can tell you exactly what to post, what changes to make to your content, what time to post, even what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more subscribers on YouTube. If that sounds interesting, then keep watching this video. Finally, I just launched my YouTube Shorts mentorship program, which guarantees that I can help you grow on YouTube in just 30 days. If you want to find out more, go to the link in the description. But to put it simply, you're going to go through 6 steps to becoming a YouTube Shorts expert. Then I'm going to make you a personalized plan. I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, what titles to use, what thumbnails to use, what descriptions to use, what tags to use, what your content should actually look like, how your editing should be, and so much more. And then for the next 30 days, I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you grow. It's incredibly simple. If you don't grow on YouTube in the 30 days, I'm going to give you your money back, 0 questions questions asked. This is not just a course. This is not just information. It's me actually telling you exactly what to do, critiquing you, consulting, me coaching you on how to be a full-time YouTuber, how to grow on YouTube, how to reach your goals on YouTube. And again, if you don't grow on YouTube in the 30 days, you get your money back, 0 questions asked. There's absolutely no risk for signing up. The only risk is not taking advantage of this situation right now with YouTube Shorts and growing on YouTube. So please do not be somebody that does that. That being said, if you're not interested, just watch the next 2 videos I'm gonna put up on the screen because they're the videos that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.